An introduction on the big screens to the team members of the 2025 Royal Air Force aerobatic team, and an excellent view of the red, white and blue smoke being emitted as they prepare to take off. And here come the red arrows for that fly past. Not long to go now before the performance by the only one of our national display teams on the programme today. But no day at RIAT would be without them. Arriving with our famous red, white and blue over 400 miles per hour. Red one meets them, he pulls them up and twists them around to the right, which indicates to me he's taking the show rolling. And you can see that top side pass of the amateur big battle, and soon you'll see the aircraft start to collapse and form our world famous Diamond 9. Leading the team for his second year as Red One, the team leader is Squad Leader John Bond, known as Bondy. He's been in the Red Arrows for 7 years, his second year as the team leader. He's a former Typhoon pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Tucano, as well as flying the Tucano display in 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, Lord Diamond 9 from the right, it's the Red Arrows. On the right of Red 1 is Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Rob Thomas. Rob is in his first year on the team. Uniquely, he was taken from training as a student and made straight into instructor role on the Hawk T-Mark 1, before then completing his own training, joined the Typhoon Force on 3 squadrons where he served in operations over Iraq and Syria. He then became an instructor on 29 squadron operational provision units, all based at RIAT Group in Lincolnshire. You'll now see the sensors make their way forward as 8 to 9 move their way left and right. One of the widest shapes that we fly in from the left. This is the Swan. Out, rolling, out. By ear rather than by eye. That means all the pilots put their control column on certain words that the Red One commands, and then 8 and 9 on the outside put them in just a little bit earlier than those on the inside. 8 and 9 now collapsing behind Reds 2 and 3 for one of the most iconic shapes in aviation history. The smoke comes on. This is Concorde.
Go in your can.
Yeah.
On the left-hand side of that centre stem is Greg 3, Greg and Andrew McKeon, known as Packer. Packer is in his first year on the team. He flew the aviation, which is a Harrier variant with United States Marine Corps, before then coming back to the UK, joining the world-famous 617 Squadron based at RIAT, where he flew the Royal Air Force latest fighter, the 5th generation F-35B. 11 pilots on Red Arrows. Instead, mentioned Wing Commander Adam Collins, Officer Commanding Rafa, myself, Red 10, former Tornado GR4 pilot, former qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T-Mark II, and this is my 4th and final year on the Red Arrows. The team starts to move in 2025, celebrates the 20th anniversary of the Royal Air Force Typhoon display. So in from the right, with a nod to that display team, this is the Typhoon Roll. On the right hand side, working extremely hard is Red 4. One of the hardest positions to fly because he's having to look through the entire formation at Red 1. We take all our formation references from Red 1. Squad leader Chris McCann, Red 4, is in his 2nd year on the team. Once again, he was taken from training and made an instructor on the Tucano. Before once again joining 617, the Dam Buster Squadron, this time on the mighty Tornado GR4, where he served on operations over Afghanistan. Squad leader McCann was a recipient of the Air Force Cross for his service in operations over Afghanistan. The team now can make their way forwards. Of course, everyone knows the Royal Air Force is famous for its operations in the air domain, but now we have a capability in both space and cyber. And with a nod to our unique capability in those domains, in from the left, this is Apollo. All the pilots just have at least 1,500 crash hours. The assessed as a combatant in the air have won operational frontline tour under their belt before they can even apply to join the team. They've been through a rigorous selection process where we take those applicants, sift them down to the final 9. Those 9 join us on our Spring Hawk training exercise. They go through a formal flying test, formal interview, mock media interview and peer review before we whittle them down to the final 2 or 3, who then become the pilots for next year's season. Red 89 moves outwards, Red 6 and 7 sitting behind Red 2 and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready, bring them in from the left. The smoke will come on for the colourful Big Vixen. Thereby producing a hotter engine gas temperature, and that makes the smoke colours billow a lot more brightly. In addition to that, it disturbs the airflow outside the back of the airplane, and it makes the smoke billow a lot more fuller, and therefore in certain manoeuvres in the display we'll use this technique to enhance those manoeuvres. You now see Red 6 and 7 sitting trail on Red 1, Red 8 and 9 move into the trail. For one of those popular, if not the most popular manoeuvre, Red Arrows fly. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras poised and ready. From the right, it's Tornado time! 8 and 9, roll goes. Red 8 and 9 roll around the smoke of the rest of the formation. But watch for the colour change as Red 1 brings them down the line. 140 personnel, 120 of them are the engineers, the logisticians, the administrations, the public relations, and they are known. You now see Reds 8 and 9 join once again into our diamond. This will be your last opportunity to capture that iconic image of us in our famous Diamond 9 before we start the second half. Of course, second half is the more dynamic, fast-paced, heart-pumping, jaw-dropping part of the show with those high-speed passes nose to nose. The smoke comes on once again from the left. You know, Diamond 9, it's the 2025 Red Arrows.
As we
go into the second half, we start the same way as the last year. This is the 5-4 split. As we go into that second half, we now break down into two distinct sections. Off to the left-hand side, we've got Reds 1 through 5, known as Enid, named after Enid Blyton's famous 5. Off to the right-hand side, 6, 7, 8 and 9, known as Hannah, named after squad leader Ray Hannah. One of the first members to join the Red Arrows, he's the only team leader to lead the team for 4 consecutive years. He also took the team from a 7 to a 9 shift and formed our world-famous Diamond 9. Enid from the left, Hannah from the right, for the 5-4 cross. Keep your eye on Enid to our right-hand side, Red 4, 16 behind at 1, Red 5, 16 trail. Number 5, roll goes. Number 5 rolls down the smoke of Enid in the twister. Number 5 is Flight Lieutenant Dustin Wales, known as Dusty. Dusty is in his second year at the team, originally from Zimbabwe. He's a former typhoon pilot with 11 squadrons. He was also successful on the 29 squadron, as well as being on 41 squadron, the test and evaluation squadron, all based at RIAT in Lincolnshire. As Enid move off to our right-hand side, look directly to your front. You're looking for the nose light creeping in the distance. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready for the Hannah break. Red 6 and 8 to the left-hand side, Red 7 and 9 to our right-hand side. Speed of over 900 miles per hour as Hannah performs the Hannah Pass. Red 67 perform a 4-point roll. Again, a maiden instructor on the Tucano, before then joining the Typhoon Force where he served on 11 squadrons based at RAF Collinsby in Lincolnshire. Each aircraft now inbuilt is 60 degrees nose down, coming back to the display line as they complete the manoeuvre called the Boomerang. As the Cinco pair leaves to our front, look to your right-hand side, you can see the nose lights of Enid running back in. Give a 500 miles per hour as he performs the Goose. Qualified flying on the 4 team up. 2. Look directly to your front and you're looking, boys and girls, once again get your cameras ready. This is one of those moments you do not want to miss. This is the world famous synchro hard. Coming in from the top right to spear the heart is Red 8 Clayton Fitzwater. And it's highly experienced operator, having flown Typhoon and RIAT, as well as being a qualified flight shipper on the Hawk Team Mark 2. Let's give the synchro pair ready. A massive round of applause to wonderful heart in the skies of RIAT. And one of our former engineering officers, Wing Commander Chris Phipps, would like to dedicate today's heart to his mum Joan and his sister Anne. Another fantastic photo opportunity for the vertical break. Each aircraft performed a barrel before crossing once again at only 30 metres apart into acceleration. As that 60 turn comes on, as the synchro pair completes this circuit. One barrel rolls in the sky, leaving a snake-like smoke trail in the sky in the serpent. Another first for today, the redarrows are flying with a sustainable smoke fuel. It's hydro-treated vegetable oil, it's 100% blend. The redarrows are the first and only team to use both renewable aviation fuel and smoke fuel. The smoke fuel promotes innovation, greater excellence, and of course that reduces our emissions and is better for the environment. And as I said, we are one of the first, if not the first team, to use both sustainable fuel and smoke. Reds 2 and 3 move up alongside Reds 1. They're looking 90 degrees along their shoulder line, working extremely hard, pulling up to 3G. Keeping that turn on, 3 to 4G. Coming in from the right, the smoke comes on in the Tango. Excellence. We're striving for excellence in everything that you do, whether you've been on the team 1 week or 4 years. In from the left, Reds 6 and 9. In from the right, 7 and 9. Rolling verses in the chainsaw. Reds 6 and 9 working extremely hard upside down for nearly 30 seconds. All those negative G's pushing the blood into their heads. Conversely, they now roll the correct way up. That negative G becoming positive G. All the blood rushing from their head towards their feet. Working hard, fighting hard against that G-sheet to remain conscious. As Hannah leads to our front, in from the left-hand side, you can see the nose lights twinkling in the distance once again of Enid. 2 2 and 3, roll goes. 2 and 3, roll to the outside in the formation. Clear goes. 4 and 5, roll to the outside of the formation. In one of the hardest manoeuvres for our new pilots to master each year. This is Laura. As Enid leads to our right hand side, look the... Ladies and boys and girls, get yourselves ready for the second manoeuvre on this manoeuvre 2025. With its little surprise. We can see 6, we can see 8, we can see 9. Well, there is Red 7 hiding in the smoke of Red 6 in the Tempest. Over 900 miles per hour. Each aircraft will form a barrel roll, cross about 30 metres, wingtip to wingtip, followed by inverted flight in a manoeuvre simply called the crossbow. That's the synchro power return because, ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the 2025